There's a sound that follows footsteps on an empty stretch of road. Not the engine, not the wind, just the weight of what I owe. Every choice I swore was righteous, every bridge I let burn down, comes back in the dead of midnight when there's no one else around. I've been called a steady man, solid as a railroad tie. But steel don't mean unbreakable, it just means it won't cry. I learned to keep my voice down low, keep my temper on a chain. But silence builds a pressure that can split a man in pain. You can outrun accusations, you can drown them in a bar, but the past don't need permission, it remembers who you are. Echoes don't apologize, they don't fade with time. They ring inside your rib cage like a church bell out of line. Every word you left unsaid, every truth you compromise, they come back in the dark, 'cause echoes don't apologize. I had a brother once in spirit, we were young and bulletproof. Swore we'd never sell our values for convenience dressed as truth. But life gets loud and money talks, and loyalty gets thin. You don't notice when you cross the line till you can't cross back again. I saw him years later with a stranger in his stare. We shook hands like businessmen, like nothing happened there. But I heard it in the silence between hello and goodbye, a crack that never healed right, a fracture we deny. Maybe being strong ain't spotless, maybe being real ain't clean. Maybe owning all your failures is the bravest thing you've seen. I ain't asking to rewrite it, I ain't begging for disguise, just learning how to live with what the echoes still imply. Echoes don't apologize, they sit beside your conscience till you finally tell the truth. From every broken promise, from every severed tie, they keep calling out your name, 'cause echoes don't apologize. Tonight I won't outrun them, won't pull them down with ride. I'll let them ring through this old chest till there's nothing left to hide. If peace is facing memory without a compromise, then maybe I'll find freedom where the echo finally dies. I was born on a Sunday morning under a sky that looked half broken. Mama said, boy, the world won't warn you before it leaves your spirit smoking. Daddy's hands were hard as iron, voice like thunder in a tin roof rain. He said, stand tall when the fire comes, but never showed me how to handle pain. 17 with a restless hunger, chasing highways with a borrowed name. Every town felt 6 feet under, every victory tasted the same. Cheap motels and colder pillows, neon lights and unpaid dues. I shook hands with many shadows, learned how quick a dream can bruise. You don't see the cracks at first, they hide beneath your grin, but every loss leaves a little smoke settling under your skin. There's smoke beneath the skin from all the wars I never win. I carry quiet deep within, like a scar that won't give in. Life don't break you loud and clean, it burns slow where you've been. Yeah, there's smoke beneath the skin. I loved a woman with wildfire eyes. She danced like freedom in the dark. Said I was too full of goodbyes, too much night inside my heart. She left one note on the kitchen table, said you fight ghosts, I cannot see. I watched her tail lights fade to nothing, like the best parts of me. Now I sit with a glass of bourbon, watching silence fill the room. Every mirror tells the truth, every truth feels like a wound. If redemption's just a story, I'm still reading every line, trying to turn this weight of mine into something that can shine. There's smoke beneath the skin from every place I've ever been, from every almost, every win, every never again. But I'm still breathing through the sting, still standing in the wind with smoke beneath the Used to think forgiveness was a weakness in disguise, like lowering your weapon in a world of alibis. So I held on to my anger like it proved that I was right, fed it like a furnace through every sleepless night. I kept a list of every wound, every slight, every scar, like justice was a ledger I was meant to guard. But bitterness is heavy, it don't just wound the blame, it settles in the keeper till he's barely the same. You can win 100 arguments and still lose who you are. You can guard your heart like prison walls and never see that you're the bar. It was the mercy I denied that hardened me inside. Every grace I wouldn't give was something in me that died. I thought strength meant holding on, never letting tears collide. But I was building my own cage with the mercy I denied. There was a brother I stopped calling over pride, too small to name, to a stubborn man in size, playing different sides of blame. Years rolled on like thunder, we pretended not to care, but distance grows like ivy when nobody attends the prayer. Then I heard he'd been struggling, fighting demons I couldn't see, and all the words I could have spoken came crashing back on me. I saw how my righteousness was just fear in better clothes, and how love untended is the first thing that corrodes. Mercy ain't surrender, it ain't pretending it's okay. It's choosing not to weaponize the pain from yesterday. It's saying I was wrong without a shield to hide. It's opening the locked up door you swore you'd keep inside. 'Cause the mercy I denied was the mercy I needed most. The grace I wouldn't offer was the grace that healed the ghost. Now I'm learning to lay down this old defensive pride, 'cause freedom lives beyond the mercy I denied. So if I call you late tonight and my voice is low and wide, it ain't regret alone you hear. It's something softer inside, a man unlearned in armor, letting truth be his guide, finally finding strength in the mercy he denied. Glitter drips from the city sky. I walk the alleys where the lost cries lie. Steam rises from grates like ghosts. Every corner I turn, I fear the most. My boots clang on cracked concrete. Every echo a heartbeat I cannot cheat. I carry weight like molten steel. Every shadow, every wound I feel. Smoke coils from the rooftops high. Neon signs flicker, another lie. I speak to no one speaks to me. Only the wind knows what I see. Industrial hum mixes with my blood, a rhythm of sorrow, a river of mud. Bones clatter inside my chest. Even the strongest man needs rest. Iron walls, wires and grind. Time is slow, but it steals all mine. Every step, every spark I find ignites the fire I left behind. Steel and ash, I walk alone through haunted streets, through fire and stone. I'm heavy, I'm hollow, I am real. Every scar story I conceal. The night hums deep in my veins. I am the man that darkness trains. A train wails far in the night. Its whistle echoes my fight. Concrete rivers, molten rain. Every loss feeds the chain. I am the echo, the silent scream, the shadow standing in between. Maybe strength is burning slow. Maybe courage comes from letting go. Maybe life is wild and flame. Maybe all we are is a name. Steel and ash, I walk alone through haunted streets, through fire and stone. I'm heavy, I'm hollow, I am real. Every scar story I conceal. The night hums deep in my veins. I am the man that darkness trains. Fly high, I disappear under iron sky. Steel and ash, my veins ignite. I hear the echo of our war, broken glass and cigarette smoke. Every corner holds a joke. You begged me to love you without end. I gave excuses I can't defend. Bar stools creak beneath my weight. Every sip prolonged my fate. I thought my charm would keep you close. Ignore the ones I love the most. Now alley whispers through the night remind me of my failed fight. Mirror shows a tired man paying dues for what began. No applause, no gentle cheer, just the blues and lingering fear. Alley of regret, I walk alone. Every break reminds me I'm on my own. I had your heart in steady hands. Now it drifts like desert sands. The blues dig deep inside my chest. Every shadow gives no rest. I was rich in love I lost. Now I pay the cost. Taxi lights streak wet streets. Every step recalls defeat. Your laughter haunts the midnight bar like a hymn from a distant star. If I could change the hands of fate, I walk back through that broken gate. Lay down pride, hold you near, finally see what I fear. Alley of regret, I walk alone. Every brick reminds me I'm on my own. I had your heart in steady hands. Now it drifts like desert sands. The blues dig deep inside my chest. Every shadow gives no rest. I was rich in love I lost. Now I pay the cost. Alley fades into the night. Gentlemen with empty lights. I saw him in a photograph, 17 and wide-eyed brave, standing on a rusted truck, like the world was his to save. He believed in straight line and justice clear and clean. He thought that doing right was was all it took to win. He didn't know about compromise, about choosing lesser wrongs, about swallowing your conscience just to keep your job that long. He didn't know that fear can dress itself as pride, or how a man can lose his way while saying he's just trying to survive. I used to think I left him somewhere on that road, but every quiet night I feel what I still owe. I owe a debt to my younger self, to the fire in his chest, to the way he looked at truth like it deserved his best. Somewhere between the bills and doubt, I let that flame grow dim. Now I'm trying to be the man he believed I'd be back then. There were nights I chose the easy path, signed my name and looked away, told myself it wasn't my fight, told myself that's just the way. But I can hear him asking, is this who we became? Is comfort worth the cost of trading courage for a name? He didn't have much money, didn't know much about pain, but he had a kind of clarity I've been trying to regain. Not innocence, just honesty, not reckless, just sincere. The kind of strength that stands alone without the need for fear. Maybe growing older ain't about getting wise. Maybe it's remembering the truth before the skies. Maybe redemption isn't loud or written in a book. Maybe it's facing who you are when you finally take a look. I owe a debt to my younger self, and I'm paying it tonight by saying what I mean out loud, by choosing what is right. No more hiding in excuses, no more numbing him with doubt. If I can't be who he hoped I'd be, then what's this life about? So here's to that 17-year-old with dirt upon his boots. You were naive, you were stubborn, but you were rooted in the truth. I can't give you back your innocence, can't undo where I fell, but I can walk the road ahead in a way you know me well. built my faith in parking lots, under flickering motel lights, prayed to a sky the color of rust, through long insomniac nights. Every dollar that I ever made had a fingerprint of doubt. Every promise I ever swore had a back door out. I learned to kneel in silence, not in churches made of stone, but in the cab of a pickup truck, where regret feels most at home. The dashboard glowed like a dying star, radio humming low, singing songs about better men I used to think I know. You don't lose yourself all at once. It's a slow and sacred theft, a piece at a time, to pride in time, till there's barely something left. This cathedral of dust I've made, brick by brick from plans that frayed. No stained glass, no choir above, just cracked belief and stubborn love. I stand inside what I became, not asking mercy, not shifting blame, in my cathedral of dust. I love like a man, half drowning, gripping tight, afraid to sink. She said, you fight the world so hard, you never stop to think. I thought protection meant control, thought silence meant I'm strong. Turns out guarding every wound is how you build it wrong. I've seen success with polished shoes step over broken backs, seen boys turn into hollow men, chasing what they lack. And I ain't innocent of that. I've traded peace for pride, built walls so tall around my heart, even truth couldn't get inside. But dust remembers everything, every fall, every stand. It settles on the photographs, on the calluses of a man. If grace exists, it's probably quieter, not loud or dressed in white. Maybe it's just the courage to look at yourself at night. This cathedral of dust I own, raised from flesh and blood and bone. Every scar a window pane, every loss a drop of rain. I don't need to be reborn, just need to face each coming storm inside this cathedral of dust. Let the wind come howling, let it shake these fragile walls. If they fall, they fall honest, no more sacred protocol. I was never built for heaven, just for standing when it's tough. And if faith is simply staying, then staying is enough. I learned to measure time in highways, white lines cutting through the night. Every mile a quiet confession, every sunrise another fight. Gas station coffee, bitter and honest, like the truth I try to hide. I've been running from my own reflection with nowhere left to ride. Father said, son, don't show you're shaking. The world smells, feel like blood. So I buried every doubt I carried, let it drown inside the flood. Build my back from stubborn silence, build my pride from broken plans. Now I stand like an old oak tree, cracked but still it stands. You don't see the weight I'm holding. It don't rattle, it don't shout, but it presses on my chest at night till the air runs out. I'm a man made of miles, of detours and denial, of midnight bargains with my soul, of unfinished trials. Every scar's a map I've drawn, every loss a trial. Yeah, I'm a man made of miles. Love was hard in Tennessee. She said I was hard to reach. Too many walls around my heart, too many lessons life could teach. She wanted roots, I only had a road. She wanted truth, I had my pride. You can't build a home on restless ground, no matter how you try. I've tasted fame in small town bars, heard applause like summer rain, but clapping hands don't fix the cracks that echo in your brain. You play your songs, you wear your suit, you bow like you're redeemed, then go back to a lonely room and question what it means. If strength is just enduring, then I've been strong too long. If healing comes from breaking, I've been healing all along. I ain't clean, I ain't whole, but I'm honest in my role. A drifter with a working soul. I'm a man made of miles, of lost and reconciles, of dirt beneath my fingernails and courtroom smiles. I've been, I burned, I reconciled with truth that wasn't mine. Yeah, I'm a man made of miles. So the road finally takes me and the engine fades to still. Let them say I kept on moving by streetlight flickers on the door. I reach for what I had before. Empty hallway, silent floor. His shadow's gone forevermore. I said I'd love without restraint, but I left marks of heartache faint. Barroom humming, clinking glass, echo of a love that couldn't last. You wanted honesty, I lied. Tried to hide the hurt inside. Now every note of mine a key brings back what he used to be. A mirror shows the man I was, haunted by my foolish cause. No applause, no gentle cheer, just a weight of love so dear. Shadow of your goodbye haunting me until I die. I had your heart in gentle hands. Now I roam these empty lands. Blues crawling slowly on the floor, reminding me of what I ignored. I was rich in her embrace. Now I face a hollow space. Cab rides under city glow, reflections of the pain I know. Your laughter echoes bittersweet in every song, in every street. I thought my pride would guide me through, but nothing shields a love from truth. If I could bend the hands of time, I'd bring your heart back into mine. No more walls, no more disguise, just a man who sees her eyes. Shadow of your goodbye haunted me space.